It is time for another edition of songs that didn't hold up, or did. This time, we're taking a trip through the 2000s. We'll look at several great, or maybe not so great songs from the 2000s, and we will ask ourselves the question, was it trash, or is it better than you thought? The first song we have is the big breakthrough single from Fall Out Boy, Sugar We're Going Down, which I think came out in 2005, right? But first, I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for anyone who loves learning, wants to explore their creativity, and learn new skills. Do you have a specific skill that you are trying to learn? Well, Skillshare is the perfect place to start. From photography and illustration to graphic design, freelancing, and more, you can find classes that will match your goals and interests. As many of you know, I'm a huge believer in the power of education to change your life, especially when it comes to practical skills. So I checked out Shoot, Script, and Edit with MKBHD, because if I want to level up my YouTube game, well, he's the person to learn it from, right? I personally have been in the online education business for over a decade now, and I sincerely think Skillshare is a great product. It's ad-free, so you can stay in the zone while you're exploring new skills. There are new premium classes launched every week, so there's always something new to discover, and the entire catalog is now available with subtitles in Spanish, French, Portuguese, and German. So if you want to check it out, the first 1,000 people to use this link will get a free 1-month trial of Skillshare. So check it out, and thanks again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I love this song, by the way. You can kind of hear the sort of hardcoreness in it, right? That hardcore groove a little bit. Look at this guy. This is like a Wes Anderson movie. Here's the thing with the mid-2000s or even the early 2000s, a lot of regrettable headwear choices were made. For example, Patrick Stump's newsboy caps, like he's Anna from the OC. You guys remember her? I mean, this is basically the same thing he's wearing, right? I hope he moves on. Maybe gets this, like this iconic photo, Cameron on the phone with his pink outfit, his little pink phone. Reminds me of that. Or, you know, maybe the classic plaid newsboy hat. I don't know why we thought newsboy hats were acceptable in the 2000s, but Patrick Stump was on the program. The other thing you'll note here, I actually had forgotten that Fall Out Boy like had roots in the hardcore scene. And I remember seeing this and hearing it, and I was like, wait a minute, this sounds like hardcore. Oh yeah, that's Pete Wentz's band, and you can tell the Mesa Cab. Dead giveaway. Sideburns, another regrettable thing that we convinced ourselves was okay. I feel like there were a lot of misheard lyrics videos about this because you can't understand a fucking thing he was saying. I love this chorus. This is a 10 out of 10 chorus. Yeah, the pronunciation is terrible, but I don't care. This is a great song. Okay, for those of you who don't know, someone in the chat is asking, did the drummer used to play in Vegan Reich? I'll give you a quick little rundown of Fall Out Boy's vegan straight edge hardcore roots. I'm probably missing some because they've been in a lot of bands, but I saw Andy Hurley play with Race Trader. He played drums in this band. I saw them with Hatebreed in '98. This band was fucking sick. This was like the wokest band of all time. Burn the Idol of the White Messiah is the name of this. This was Andy Hurley's band. They were sick. It was also in one of the reunion versions of a band called Vegan Reich. He was not an original member of the band, but he played in it for a while. I mean, doesn't get much harder than a band called Vegan Reich, does it? This is from like '89. He played bass in this band for a while. He was also in this band. And there's some other ones I'm forgetting. But anyway, point is, they're legit 90s hardcore dudes. Yeah, Andy's also in Sect with some of the guys from Earth Crisis and stuff. But we're not here to nerd out about 90s hardcore. We're here to nerd out about mid-2000s headwear choices. Facial hair and headwear of the mid-2000s. And bootcut pants. His bootcut pants with, that looks like those might be Onitsuka Tigers. Very popular with hardcore dudes around that time. gotta say, a lot of the later Fall Out Boy stuff is not for me. Let's put it that way. The more pop stuff like Centuries and Light 'Em Up, and I think that stuff is horrible. And Uma Thurman, I hate that stuff. But this song and this album in general, does it hold up? I would say absolutely. This is a 10 out of 10 song to me. But I will most fondly remember the headwear and sideburns, the headwear and the facial hair. That's really what matters, right? But I would say it holds up. Still a 10 out of 10 to me. Next up, a classic of the early 2000s by your boy Pow Wow. What It Do? Pow Wow, baby. This is a very, very, very advanced song that I feel like a lot of people have slept on. Internet Going Nuts by Pow Wow.
Oh, you've got mail.
And by the way, just so you know, this song is about Paul Wall creeping on black girls on dating sites. Very advanced shit.
I got the internet going nuts. I got the
Swishahouse.biz. You see that? Look at that. He logs in. He goes to swishahouse.biz to log in.
I got the internet going nuts.
Got me a couple pictures on this email too. We're gonna see what they talking about, man.
We got a couple pictures on this email. We're gonna see what they talking about, man.
Chatting online when I'm bored. Oh my lord, Black Planet got all the and all the freaks out here.
Look, I wasn't joking. I don't know if you guys know Black Planet, but it was, maybe it's still around, I don't know, but it was a popular, like, you know, dating / social networking site for black people. Paul Wall, the most advanced man on the planet, he's just gone right to the source, to blackplanet.com to pick up chicks.
I'm trying to reach this girl Monique, her screen name is China Doll.
I'm trying to reach this girl Monique, her screen name is China Doll.
If she don't call me, it's okay. I hit up Sexy Eyes 02.
If she don't call me, it's okay. I hit up Sexy Eyes 02. Let's read his chat. The People's Champ, what it do? Don't forget to Paul, hit you back, girl. Where you going tonight? I got the drank. You down? Send more pics. Sounds like an exciting chat over here on blackplanet.com. Oh, this is my favorite line.
Sophomore at TSU when she run track, that's what it do.
She is sophomore at TSU. She run track. That's what it do.
Wind it down, but not this time. I picked the keyboard. I'm online. Talking fly in the chat room. My conversation.
Uh-oh, look at this. I knew it. He's getting catfished by this white kid wearing sunglasses in front of his 15-inch CRT.
Where you from? Where you at?
The Paul Wall catfish saga is real. Paul, look, I know in your mind you were picturing that this was what Sexy Eyes 02 looked like, but he just learned his lesson about why you don't reply to hot girls on MySpace.
I got the internet going nuts. Wow, baby. What you know about
Uh-oh, look at this. Paul Wall. I mean, Pow Wow has met his match. Another white boy with a grill.
On the hunt for a couple freaks. I'm logged on and I'm ready to chat.
On the hunt for a couple freaks. That's right. The Chad chasing D1 college athletes versus the virgin pop punk allegations. It's true. It says a lot. This is some advanced shit here. Listen to this.
To hit her up and it's going down. She emailed me this old picture before she had a baby boy.
She emailed me this old picture before she had her baby boy. This video does not exist on the internet anymore. This is a fan upload. I can imagine why. Because Paul Wall is on Black Planet trying to hook up with black college girls, and then he's disappointed that one of them is too fat. I would imagine that this song would not go over too well if it came out in the current year.
Log on to the Facebook. I'm trying to find
Facebook.
Me a good look. I'm looking for
Logged on to the Facebook.
I throw the bait and they bite the hook. How you doing? It's nice to meet you. Late night, a few emails later, I'm knocking Senorita out of sneakers. Checks
Knocking Senorita out of her sneakers. Okay, I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of Paul Wall. This is not his best song. I think Sittin' Sideways is his best song. But I'm like legitimately, non-ironically, a fan of Paul Wall. I think this song is hilarious. Is it his best work? I don't think it is. But still, I'm a fan. If I'm being objective, I would say maybe it doesn't hold up. But I want to say yes, God damn it. I want this song to hold up. It's still real to me, damn it. But if I'm being objective, maybe not. I don't know. Next up. Another classic, Danity Kane, Showstopper, featuring my man, Young Jock. As I recall, Danity Kane was put together by P. Diddy for that, were they on the Making the Band show that he did? P. Diddy does not seem like a great person. That show, I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember the one where they make the band walk from like Manhattan to Brooklyn to like buy him some like certain donut that he likes. Danity, Kane in general, they were like somewhat successful, but I gotta say, of all the bands that came out of a TV show, they might be the best one. This song is like actual fire, like non-ironically, in all seriousness. I think this song is fucking great. And this is also a very nice studio. That is some expensive shit in that rack right there. And so is that console. But anyway, let's check it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all did a great job today, ladies. Same time, same place tomorrow. Go straight home and get some sleep, y'all. No hitting the clubs, y'all hear me?
We in the car, we ride slow.
This song is like legitimately fire.
Danity, Kane.
Stopping at the letters, the red shine.
She looks so awkward and like not comfortable here.
3 in the back, 1 in the passenger.
What happened to convertibles, by the way? You remember, like, this is from what, 2005 or 2007, something like that? Remember when convertibles were cool? I feel like all of a sudden there was just like, they just died. Like, it used to be like cool to have a convertible. When was the last time I heard anyone talk about that? Slow creeping because we look that fly. Look at that. They saw this, that looks like Sage Northcutt. They saw Sage Northcutt in his brand new, whatever that is, Infinity G35 or whatever. They're like, what's up, boo? You want some of this?
We in the car, we ride slow. We doing things that the girls don't do.
Young Jeff Bezos is like, hey, what's up, Aubrey? You want to hop in my convertible?
We smile back. All my girls in the rainbow Cadillacs. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so awkward. This beat is incredible, but that like vocal harmony was a little awkward.
Rainbow Cadillacs. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we call it Showstopper. We Showstopping. We Showstopping.
Whatever genre this is, like girl group R&B, it needs to come back. 2000s girl group R&B was the peak of music. Bring back snap music, that's right. 2007 bridal party anthem. Sure is. This poor girl, you know, Aubrey's got the hot pants here. The cropped capris, that was very 2007. That works, but this poor girl gets the super short mini dress. She's got to do the dance in this incredibly short mini dress. I feel bad for her. That was not cool. And I see this ad for whatever this Motorola phone is back here. I think that's the one with like the slide out keyboard. Kind of like that one. Yeah, Pussycat Dolls did kind of take over for Danity Kane. Danity Kane was better than Pussycat Dolls. Shout out to Nicole Scherzinger, but Danity Kane was better than Pussycat Dolls. Man, this beat is so good. Bumpets and spray tan jams, that's right. Look at this. Oh, look at Aubrey's fit. This is like the pinnacle of 2000s like white girl party wear right here. Like when your girl would go out for drinks with her friends from the office. She go to Forever 21 and get some like cheap dress like this that she would wear once with a belt like that. Come home shit-faced at, you know, 1:30. She's like, that was so much fun. Oh my God. That was so much fun. I'm hungry. Do we have any pizza rolls? Where the, why don't we have any pizza rolls? That's what this look reminds me of. 2007 Forever 21 party wear.
67 Chevy's Maserati, no one likes to say
Oh, here's Young Jock. I love Young Jock. So does this song hold up? No, but yes, but no, but yes. That's my verdict. Next up, we've got one of my favorite bands of the 2000s, a band that I could talk about for ages. 18 Visions. I believe that this was one of their more popular songs. Got quite a bit of play on MTV too. But what a lot of people may not know is that 18 Visions was arguably the heaviest hardcore band of the 90s. Maybe like the first deathcore band. They were heavy as fucking shit when they came out. I remember when I heard this in my friend Carrie's car. She put the CD in and I was like, what the fuck is this? This is from like 98, I think. And holy fuck, this stuff is heavy. Heavy as shit. So this was my introduction to 18 Visions. Imagine my surprise when they came out with this a few years later. This is Tonightless by 18 Visions. And I actually do love this album. This song is terrible, but I do like this era of 18 Visions. Scarves, look at that. Rings. This is when they badly wanted to be butt rock. I saw them when this album came out with Hinder at X Fest in Dayton, Ohio in 2005 or 6. And you can see how badly they wanted to be Hinder. We've got the V-neck with the blazer, the chunky rings, the scarves, the Karen hair. James went all in on it. I respect it. They want full butt rock. Look at this. That's, is this Affliction or I don't know what this is. Debauchery. Oh, okay. I don't know that company, but there was all these like rocker wear brands around that time. I assume that's one of them. He's got his cross necklace, the studs on his shirt, the shades, and the Karen hair. This is everything I ever wanted to be. The leather jackets. Looks like someone from Avenged Sevenfold. Well, they are friends with Avenged Sevenfold. They're a couple years older. As I recall, James and Matt from Avenged Sevenfold knew each other when they were kids, I think. Yeah, I do feel like there's not enough wrist accessories. That's probably why they flopped. 18 Visions was trying to, like, you know, go mainstream around this album. Probably because, you know, they sort of figured, A, it's more fun to write butt rock songs than it is to write the same old hardcore songs over and over and over. And B, we kind of got as big as a hardcore band can be. Let's see what we can do. Let's try to go butt rock. So they clearly were trying to quote unquote sell out on this album, and it didn't work. And, you know, it's clear in hindsight, the reason why it didn't work is because of one simple thing, the lack of wrist accessories. James has like one little bracelet on or something like that. You cannot play this kind of music without at least one wrist cuff, a chain wallet. Now, as much as I love 18 Visions, one of my favorite bands of all time. You guys know that I'm officially the #1 18 Visions fan. I asked a friend of mine who was in the band, I said, hey, Hav, is it cool if I refer to myself as the world's #1 18 Visions fan? And he said, why would you want to do that? And I said, I'm going to take that as a yes. So since that moment, I have decided that I am the world's #1 18 Visions fan. That said, I think this is one of their worst songs. So I'm going to say that it did not hold up, although some of the other butt rock stuff on this album did hold up. For example, this is my favorite song on this album. The beginning of it is so good. So butt rock. Love it. Love this song. I love this album. Very hell yeah, brother. That said, as much as I love it, I don't know if I could say that particular song held up. Next, we have a song very interesting. This is from 2000. This is All the Things She Said by Tatu. Tatu was a Russian girl group, and, you know, this is Russia in 2000. I don't know what it was like back then, but I'm just going to say not a lot of pop culture being exported from Russia to America in 2000. So I don't know what this was all about. They were sort of like not even a one-hit wonder. They were just sort of like a curiosity at the time. Sort of like the edgy, I don't know, like if you made two Avril Lavignes and put them together, doing like very sort of forced commercial pop. That's what Tatu would be. And it's interesting, they've been retconned as credible. Now all the hyperpop kids and stuff think Tatu is like great and credible and amazing. And I find that kind of interesting. That's right. Their entire appeal was that they were unofficial lesbians. They're the girls from that Kiss poster. Yeah, they pretended to be lesbians, which they weren't. But yeah, they kissed in videos and stuff. One of them is in politics now. Okay. Given that they're Russian, I can only hope that one of them is like a Putinist, like neo-Nazi or something. Is that true? You guys tell me. There we go. I was right. I think one of them ended up saying a bunch of homophobic stuff about gay men. Of course. Of course. Yeah, they definitely played the schoolgirl card very hard. They were like 16. I don't know. But they definitely looked pretty young. You can see them hinting at a kiss there. Oh, they did it. They kissed. Oh my God. This guy looks strange with this like weird mustache and his like jet black eyes. I don't want to run into this guy in a back alley. That is scary. This is cool and boring at the same time. Listen to that synth. Now, they weren't even kissing there. They're just like rubbing their faces in a weird way. See, they're like, that's not even kissing. They're just like rubbing their mouths across each other. A toddler's idea of kissing. Tatu singer Yulia Volkova is running to become an MP in Russia, and in a surprising turn of events, she has the backing of Vladimir Putin's United Russia Party. Okay, so I was right. She did become a homophobic Putinist. Perfect. You thought America sexualized young girls. Russia was like, I will crush you. This is like legitimately uncool. You know, in 2000, times were different, and it's legitimately uncool that whoever their like Russian, I don't want to say masters were, but whoever was pulling the strings in Russia, uncool they did that. You know, probably Russia back then, not the least corrupt place. You can't expect girls this young to push back on that. But the Western media certainly didn't need to like be complicit in this. Like the fact that MTV played this, like I haven't watched this video in 20 years, so I didn't realize that they did all that stuff. The fact that MTV played this video is like legitimately not cool. Like this should not have been played on MTV, and it's actually really troubling to me. I did not realize how much they had sexualized these girls. So yeah, that's not cool. Not into it, and I'm kind of surprised that so many Zoomers and hyperpop people have decided that this is like cool and credible, because, you know, typically those are the sort of people that know better than to fall for this kind of stuff. So I'm going to say it's kind of gross and weird, not into it. The last song we have for this edition of 2000 Songs that didn't hold up, or that perhaps did hold up, is The Beast and the Harlot by Avenged Sevenfold. You know, actually over time, they have become one of my favorite bands. I love Avenged Sevenfold, and I think this is their best album. Right out of the gate, the double bass. You made me want to go hang some drywall. R.I.P. Jimmy. Shout out to all the other great people who have played drums in Avenged Sevenfold, but I think even they would agree with me. Nobody did it better than the Rev. He was the only person that could really play drums for them the way it deserved to be done. Nobody else can fill his shoes, unfortunately. I love this song. But again, when we're talking about the 2000s, what is the most important thing? We got to talk about the hair and the wrist accessories. And look here, Zacky's Karen hair, rubbing his hands like Birdman. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go put on a scarf. He's picking his victim here. Turn around. Let's see what you got. Look at the snake bites and the septum piercing and the guy liner and the emo Karen hair. It's no wonder that all those girls like my wife loved them back then. How could you not? But here's where it gets really advanced. They were like the combination of the mall emo with like trashy Orange County stripper butt rock aesthetic. For example, this stripper in the Metallica shirt that's been cut to show her boobies. Very advanced combination. Great chorus, great lead. Signing her soul away to Zachy. Oh, look at this. Here's what I'm talking about. Only Avenged Sevenfold could do this. We've got the snake bites. We've got the septum piercing. We've got the guy liner. We've got the Karen hair. We've got a grill and a soul patch. This is like 3 wildly different, equally amazing mid-2000s aesthetics combined into one in just one frame of one video. Iconic. And there, oh yeah, here we go. Brian Sinister Gate's best look here, his fedora era. I mean, imagine seeing this guy walk into the room with his fingerless gloves, with some sort of bracelets over him, his Karen hair, his sleeveless affliction shirt, and his leather fedora. And you're like, you know what? Just take my girl now. I'm leaving. Clearly, I don't deserve her. Good day to you, sir. You win. Take me and my girl. That's right. Remember, this shit was on TRL all the time. Has any band gotten this big with blazing solos like this? I mean, they were like #1 on TRL. Has anyone ever done that since then? I think they might be the last guitar band that was actually popular. Look at that. God, look at the level of confidence. If you put on a leather fedora, your confidence stat goes to 100, your speech stat goes to 100, your strength and charisma go to 100. You may not like it, but this is what peak male performance looks like. It's not even a goatee. It's just like a strap of hair on the bottom of his chin. With the Karen hair, the guy liner, and the leather fedora. It does not get any better than that. We didn't know what we had. Remember when everyone said that Avenged Sevenfold were emo F words? You remember that? They said Avenged Sevenfold is a gay emo band. We didn't know what we had. I love this part. This is such a great mix, too. Great recording. Exactly. Why did anyone call them emo? They're the most Chad band ever. And there's women in them. I mean, I always thought it was so weird. And they're big dudes, too. Like, Brian and Matt are, like, big guys. Like, they look like they played football in high school. And their videos are full of, like, hot strippers. And you're calling them emo F words? Like, what? You know, metal people, questionable judgment. I want this look to come back, too. I'll be first in line. Where do I sign up for this lifestyle? Oh, look at that. Where do I sign up to put a death bat flag on my car as this stripper with a tramp stamp walks past? This frame of video right here is all I ever wanted in my life. Just take me back to this. This is all I ever wanted from the world. This is it right here. Does this song hold up? Hell yes, it does. 10 out of 10. Avenged Sevenfold is a great band. One of the best rock bands of the entire last couple decades, I would say. 10 out of 10. Legendary, iconic band. This is their best album, in my opinion. It definitely holds up. And with that, it is time for us to conclude this edition of 2000s songs that didn't hold up, or maybe that did hold up.